A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. And everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me he understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Notre Dame's offense will go on the attack first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Well, I know there are a lot of schools every year that try to make the claim that they are DBU, but when you look at this team and this defense, David, each and every year, the talent is just outrageous, and this might be the actual DBU. Guys that can run, they've got length, man coverage zone, whatever you want, these guys have.
Yeah, it's really nice to coach, be a defensive coordinator, be a secondary coach when you got guys that look like that. I mean, they don't look human, right? Like the length, the speed, the change of direction. So obviously they get those top-tier guys, and there's just something about the way they play at this spot that makes them look even better.
They'll run him again. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Carr above the noise. Snags it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Second and long here. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Again, it's Carr. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. To the air, it's Stockton. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeps it on the option. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faison both back, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe clip now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Rushes on, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Final play of the quarter coming. Fresh set of downs going up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like, both these squads really...
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Plowing ahead on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Throwing, Carr. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Plows through the defense. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Short pass. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they called that a face mask. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The give to the back. They knock him down right there. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 16, the USC Trojans. And it's the Huskers with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium at Athens. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. They're all over him. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Swapped immediately.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The run inside. It's Danzy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Offense staying on the field here and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Oh, he's got some space. Continues to fight for yards. Smashes through the tackle. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, wrap up! You have to wrap up!
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Look out! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Pulls it on the option. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Fighting Irish sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Shakes off the defender. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. open the final period with a third down play. Right at the line. Runs through the tackle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, put you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick give. It's Mobley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll run it on third and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Burrowing for yardage. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Hits inside, it's Bowen.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well run him again. Nowhere to go. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Off the bench, arm loose, but the first one is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Personal foul, defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Carr looking for the end zone, and he almost had a pick.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Takes the handoff, it's Bowens. Dropped immediately, he got nothing on 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship.